Hey Cancer, these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. If they don't, please keep in mind I could be picking up someone else or something else within your energy. Roles can be reversed or flip-flopped throughout the reading. Also, please keep in mind this doesn't have to be about a romantic situation, although it could be. So just please keep that in mind, okay? Please. I look like hell because I got up at 4 a.m. trying to get caught up between personals and these, so be nice. Oh, Lord. Y'all saw that? So you got the Two of Wands upright, the Three of Wands is in reverse. Knight of Pentacles is here. This is for the recent past. All right, so there was a decision that was kind of being dragged out, almost procrastinated on, it feels like. About what? I don't know, but we'll see. Queen of Swords is in reverse. Four of Cups. The Wheel. King of Pentacles. Six of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Let me get your overall. The Eight of Pentacles. Let me get the hidden. 10 of Pentacles. Okay, cool. Queen of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. All right. All right, so you're working on something here. I do feel like you have all the resources and everything that you do need, even if it's not readily available. I feel like it's there somehow, some way. I know that sounds weird. Either it's coming in or there's someone in your vicinity that has whatever it is that you need that would be willing to somehow. Does that make sense? It almost feels like I'm going to use a garden. I know it's a weird analogy, but say, for example, you're trying to, I don't know, create a garden, but you've got everything but the seeds. Well, your bestie actually has extra seeds. Does that make sense? It feels like they're available to you. You just may not see it at this time. It's a really weird analogy, I know. Just roll with it for a second. Now, in the current, this looks a little sketchy. It looks, one, you're disappointed about something here playing out. It does look like the Queen of Swords in reverse is never really I know I'm not your one and only tarot reader. It's never really a good sign. Now, again, roles can be reversed, so either be self-aware enough to say, yeah, that's me. And if it's not, that's cool too, but, you know, whatever. It looks a little resentful about, and I'm not sure if resentful is the right word. It almost feels like placing blame, misguided blame, what is this? What am I picking up? It's not resentful. Usually the Queen of Swords can represent bitterness, resentment, things of that nature, but I'm not getting resentment necessarily. I'm getting, one, heavily guarded, but two, there's like some kind of misguided, I don't know if it's blame or what. I want to clarify that because I'm not sure what I'm picking up on with that, in all honesty. Now, in the immediate future, it does look like you are I'm getting wanting to move away from whatever this is towards something or someone that's more stable. This feels really weird. But it feels like this energy is somehow... Are these two different situations? Because it almost feels like this energy is somehow intertwined with the past, or like this... I need to clarify. Because it feels weird. It feels like it's somehow being intertwined, even if it's like on the peripherals. Somehow, some way, these two situations are interfering. Let me see this Eight of Pentacles. What is it that we're working on? I don't think it's a garden. Oh, man. Could be. Five of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Eight of Swords. Ah. Okay. So we're working on you. It looks like you have a tendency at times to get caught up in your head on whether or not a certain situation, emotion, or connection, something is going to leave. And I feel like you have a tendency to get caught up in your head about it. Now, whether or not whatever this is has left before, that I don't know. It looks like it has, and there's the question, or at least dangerously close to leaving. So it almost feels like you're questioning on whether or not or how long that it's going to stay this time. Let me see the Ten of Pentacles. Whoa. Three of Wands in reverse. The Judgment, Knight of Swords. That's funny, the Three of Wands is in reverse here too. Let me see the Three of Wands in reverse up here. Hang on. The Magician. Okay. The Justice. The Hierophant. Okay, so we're done waiting for a particular situation, or whatever this is, that this decision that needed to be made here. Possibly, it's funny because we go from complete procrastination to gung-ho about it with the Knight of Swords. Let me see the Two of Wands in the past. The Chariot, Six of Pentacles, Page of Swords. It's almost like the calm before the storm. So you knew the decision that you needed to make needed to be made. And it was in regards to whatever this is that you've got going on here, because it looks like you were kind of watching if this was going to be a reciprocated energy or not. And it feels like then you were done waiting on that. Let me see the Knight of Pentacles. But it almost feels like, did they feel like you were procrastinating? Why does it feel rushed now? Ten of Wands, Eight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you made the decision a little too soon, which is odd because it looked like you were procrastinating, but it could have been the perception of the other individual or whatever, whoever this is or whatever it was to you, that needed an answer like here and now. Say, for example, this is about a job situation. It's like, well, you only have 24 hours to think about it. Meanwhile, you had been preparing for the job interview, whatever, for a couple weeks, but it's like, well, I didn't even get a chance to really contemplate, after the interview or whatever the case may be. So it kind of feels like that, where it's like you were taking your time and then all of a sudden you were rushed into making a decision. Three of Swords, Jesus. Four of Cups, the Lovers. Let me see the Four of Cups. The Devil. The Nine of Swords. The Four of Swords. Oh boy. I feel like you have two situations going on right now. It's either you have two situations going on, or whatever you're dealing with has two situations going on. And somehow, some way, it's affecting you. Now, what's interesting is that one of you looks to be very deep in thought here with the Nine of Swords, stressing out even about it, and I'm not even... It almost looks like stressing out about the ending of a situation. And again, I don't know if this is you or someone tied up to you, or both of you even. This is really weird. Because the couple in the Lovers is the same couple in the Devil. In case you didn't know that. It goes from a healthy connection to a not so healthy connection. There's disappointment, and it's almost like it turned. It's like a turning point of what could have been to what it is now. That's not good. Let me see the wheel. Seven of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles. Oh. You know how I made the joke that your bestie had the seeds? I would be careful, because it almost looks like the bestie would have like hold it over your head somehow, some way. Now I don't know who's doing, what is it called? Helper syndrome? I'm drawing a blank right now. It's like when you don't feel wanted, you tend to feel like make yourself feel needed. And that's our own inner abandonment wounds, things of that nature, because it's like, okay, well, if I'm not wanted around, then okay, I need to be needed here, otherwise they could leave. And then what? So let me hold the seeds hostage. What? Or, you know, I don't know. This feels weird. It almost feels like holding it over their head, like your head here, with the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. I don't like that. But it's almost like, yeah. You can borrow them, or you can have these, or buy them off me, whatever the case may be. And then it's not necessarily, it's conditional, whatever it is. Let me see the King of Pentacles. I don't like it. It started out so sketchy. What is this? Nine of Wands, Six of Swords again, the Emperor. There is a rejection here for this. Okay, so this other, whatever this is that seems to be stable, it's not as stable as they make it out to be. It's not as stable as they make it out to be. It looks like you're rejecting it. I feel like you see it. You see through it. It almost looks like you're wanting it, not needing it. But for whatever reason, this individual is, like I said, it's like a need to be needed. I'm drawing such a huge blank. I believe it's called helper syndrome. And then being upset about like the lack of gratitude here. What is that called? Fuck, that's gonna really bother me. That's gonna bother me so bad. I'm sorry. I'll look it up after this, and I'll post it in the comments if I can remember. For the Six of Swords, we've got the Ten of Swords, the Sun, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, it's not as stable as it looked, or presented itself here. And I feel like you saw that. I do feel like it took some time to see that, but I do feel like it almost feels like a tough pill to swallow. For some reason, I feel like there is another situation, and I cannot figure out what it is. It almost feels like on the outskirts, like something's watching. That sounds so creepy. I don't fucking know. It's bothering me. It's like when things were good, though, they're happy, but not for long. It's very rocky. Let me see the Page of Pentacles. Four of Wands, Five of Wands, Seven of Wands. Yeah. Same. And I do feel like your intuition is on point about the whole situation. I do feel like you have kind of avoided your intuition in that regard, up until this point at least, and probably for this foreseeable future, because the Five of Wands is here over the Four of Wands. It almost looks like you're trying to push it back to give the benefit of a doubt. What is this? All right, what is the second energy? It's bothering me. Page of Cups. Eight of Wands. Nine of Swords is in reverse. Whoever this is that's tends to get caught up in their head, they're doing their best to overcome this. That's not what I asked you. That's the advice. Get out of your head. Open your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to your intuition and communicate. Oh, effectively. Here with the Eight of Wands and the Page of Cups. People always say communication is key. I'm like, no, comprehension is. You can talk to your blue in the face. You need to be able to speak, communicate effectively, which, preaching to the choir, I get it. And being able to comprehend that. There is an ending here. What the fuck? What is the second situation? Hang on a second. What is this other situation Cancer's dealing with? Three of Cups, Three of Wands, upright, Eight of Wands. Let's see, Three of Cups. Magician. Either it's the same situation, but it's trying to come back around in a different way, and that's what's tricking me, or it's a completely different, say for example, this is a person that you're dealing with, and then there's another person, okay? But it's got a similar energy here. It almost feels like this one has more history to it, and it feels like a time in, this sounds so weird. It feels like a distance is put here. And now again, I don't know if this is you or the person you're dealing with, and this is another situation they're dealing with. It feels like there's another situation that has some kind of distance. It feels physical distant as well as emotional. It could have been quite a while since there's been some communication in regards here, but there is a pull here. There was a commitment at some time, but it feels very... It feels lurky. What? That sounds so weird. It feels lurky, and not in a creepy way. I don't think anybody's stalking anybody. I don't think. It just feels like the energy is there. So weird. I don't know how to describe that. It's like in the shadows or something. But again, not in a creepy way. I hope not. Anyway, sorry for confusing your read. I hope that was somewhat helpful. I'm not really sure how that would be. But, I don't know. Bye.